end.
So Nietes knows that Reveco's hurt, so now you start to see him put some power behind those punches.
Welcome to BNB Boxing and Basketball Sports PH. Maligayang pagbabalik mga sir. Argentinian fighter na si Juan Carlos Reveco. Muntik nang hindi makabalik sa corner nang makatikim ng tuklaw ni Donie AHAS Nietes. Si Reveco ay may record na 39 wins, 19 na by KO at may 3 talo bago sila maglaban ni Donie AHAS Nietes. Sila ay nagtapat noong February 2018. Si Nietes naman ay may record na 40 wins and 23 by KO at may 1 talo. Si Reveco ay 35 years old at si Nietes naman ay 35 years old din nang sila ay maglaban para sa IBF World Flyweight title. Si Nietes ay kilalang boxer na sobrang talino sa loob ng ring. Pili ang mga pinapakawalan niyang suntok na siguradong malalakas at tumatama sa kalaban.
And the reigning and defending WBO Flyweight Champion of the World, Donie AHAS Nietes.
Sa unang round ng laban, si Nietes ay pinag-aaralan ang galaw ni Reveco, at si Reveco naman ay pinipilit na pasukin ang depensa ni Nietes. Ngunit maganda ang depensa na pinapakita ni Nietes at nagagamit ni Nietes ng maganda ang kanyang mga jabs.
Nietes reminds me of you in certain ways, Andre. He's a disruptive fighter. He punches, his rhythm disrupts the other guy. He punches when the other guy doesn't want to engage. He disengages when the other guy wants to engage.
That's what he has to do.
And so far, he has blocked every punch that Reveco has tried. Blocking the body shots with his arms, blocking the upstairs stuff with his gloves. Reveco, by my lights, hasn't. You can see that Reveco is trying to get to the body with wide ringing shots. And
Nietes is definitely going to discipline Reveco every chance that he gets at a fighter meeting about how he can't get too over anxious. He's a very aggressive fighter. He has a high punch count, but he knows that Nietes is a veteran, and he knows that Nietes is a natural counterpuncher as well.
Already in the first round, in his last fight, he came out firing 7, considerably slower pace tonight by the tactical effectiveness of Donie Nietes. Reveco sneaks in a right hand to the body. Reveco gets in another right hand to the body as Nietes misses with the right upstairs.
That was a really good combination to the body that Reveco landed, especially the right hand.
At sa pagpasok ng round 2, kontrolado ni Nietes ang laban gamit ang kanyang jab, na bago pa makaabot ang kamao ni Reveco sa kanya nauunahan niya ito ng mabilis na jab na may kasama pang magaganda counterpunch. Kaya si Reveco ay nahihirapan masira ang napakagandang depensa ni Nietes.
But the fight was pretty much decided at that point.
United States Olympian, brilliant prospect coming out, has had a bit of a hard luck career.
Gloria's hasn't had a popular fighter when he turned pro, an Olympian, an offensive fighter, a crowd pleaser, a good personality, but would have been an excellent fighter as he has.
See, there you see the subtlety of Nietes. Not a lot of big movements, but just enough to slip. He looks at what he wants to punch, but he won't take the shot now. He'll take it in the 3rd or 4th round. That's a veteran tactic and a veteran move.
So great, Andre, that you cited the subtlety of it. I was just getting ready to say, look at the subtle head movement by Nietes, who doesn't have to do much to make Reveco miss.
And as you said that, he slipped the punch, he slipped and picked a punch with his left glove. He landed a jab right when Reveco was trying to disengage. He's just a very crafty guy.
These are the kinds of people in the arena, but the opponent, when he watches Nietes do that, he's stuck with having to say to himself, you know, this guy's really good. I'm not able to do what I want to do.
Jim, my predecessor in this seat is like a really seasoned quarterback in the pocket. Look at that.
Well-chosen body shot by Nietes while Reveco was missing upstairs. And now Reveco comes back with a couple of body shots of his own. But in the closing seconds of round 2, already by CompuBox count, Nietes is doubling Reveco in landed punches. Donie Nietes' ring nickname is AHAS, the Tagalog word.
Pagpasok ng round 3, si Reveco ay gumamit na din ng jab para masira ang momentum ni Nietes. Ngunit hindi nagpatalo si Nietes at gumamit na ito ng uppercut at body punch at paint para hindi mahuli ni Reveco ang kanyang sunod na gagawin. At makuha na din niya ang round 3.
There's a subtle of his skill, Andre. The way he picks punches, the calmness and the countering, the pacing. He's a master.
He's a master, and you only get that through experience. Sometimes bad experiences, and sometimes he's had a lot more good experiences. 10-year winning streak. He's the longest reigning Filipino champion in boxing history. That's for a reason.
One loss in his...
And as much fact is, if you're a long reigning belt holder, that makes title mandatory. Chances are you're going to have an off night.
Absolutely.
Chance opponent without a lot of fanfare. You can come in underprepared, or you just didn't have it that night. And Nietes hasn't had that. He's been consistent.
Consistency in this game is definitely underrated. Sometimes we as boxing fans, we get excited with the shooting star, the guy that's making a big splash or making a lot of noise in the moment, and that's fine. But show me the guy that has success against top competition over an extended period of time. That's the guy that gets me excited.
Well, and it was consistency over a long period of time. It was 46 with 38 knockouts that lifted Dallas to the #1 ranking pound for pound in the world for 2017. But as his experiences with Srisaket Sorong Visay show, in this overwhelmingly boxing, there's somebody out there who has your number. And Chocolatito Gonzalez could never have really known before he first fought Srisaket Sorong Visay that this was the guy.
Particularly with pressure fighters in the lighter divisions, they tend to age very quickly once they hit about 30.
Nakuha nga ni Nietes ang lahat ng rounds. At sa simula ng round 4 sila ay nagpakiramdaman muli. At sa kalagitnaan ng round 4 nagpakawala si Nietes ng mga body punch at bumawi si Reveco, ngunit ito ang mababa sa belt.
Boy, I'll tell you, he's an excellent fighter. He punches real good in the middle of the ring. He keeps the fight where he wants it, His ring generalship is excellent. And he outpunches Juan Carlos Reveco in just about every round so far in this fight. 3-0, Donie Nietes.
Max Kellerman compared, then that, but can be very few.
In a very specific way. He doesn't remind me of Andre as what's happening. He frustrates his opponent by doing what aging with a rhythm that upsets his opponent. In that respect, he's very much like Andre, I think.
If you know anything about he punches with volume, he throws a lot of punches, and he's aggressive. But you see Nietes, he's taken the punch count of Reveco, down, and Reveco in so many cases is shell-shocked. He can't do what he wants to do, and I don't even think he realizes that right now.
And yet Nietes is right.
Be offensively in control. He's landing 23% of his punches. That's not high, but it's enough to double what Reveco is able to do.
A veteran like Nietes, you'll see him slowly start to pick it up. He'll throw just a little bit more each round until he gets the shots that he wants to get, and you'll look up and he'll either score a knockout or you'll look up and the fight will be over and he's won most of the rounds. That's how it goes.
I don't know what the booing is. Boring fight, a little bit one-sided, obviously, but a lot of it here. And it's not as though he's not moving his hands. Punches are flying.
Boxing cultures that spawn the fighters on the card see aggressive fighters with an offensive bent. That's what they're used to.
More risk-taking.
Exactly.
Stop at the bell.
That's probably the
benefit. I heard about Donie Nietes. It's true.
Be louder in round 8 and 9.
I like what, I don't know. I see two guys throwing punches. You tell me when there's a significant break in the action. Look, here comes Reveco. His hands are moving. Nietes' hands are moving. They're just also both playing defense.
Right now I'm focusing on the accuracy of Nietes' left hook.
I don't in action. Good fight so far.
Once again, Nietes ducks and slips a few punches and sneaks in a left hook.
Sa round 5 maganda ang naging palitan nila ng suntok. Nagsabayan sila sa gitna ng ring, at malalakas ang suntok na binibitawan. Pinupuntirya ng bawat boxer ang katawan ng isa't isa. Halos pantay lang ang suntok na pinakawala ng dalawa, kaya mahirap masabi kung kanino ang round na yon.
And Marcus Maidana, and acknowledge that they are the kinds of fighters that Argentine fans love to watch, and that he, in effect, loves to watch. We asked him if there's any chance that the long-dreamed about fight between Maidana and Nietes could ever conceivably take place. And he smiled and said, well, for Maidana, that would have been about 100 pounds ago. So unlikely it's ever going to
want here is one of these guys to winging shots. But it's and
it's tough to give Reveco some type of game plan right now to get to Nietes because, one, he's the shorter fox on the outside. If he comes inside and starts spot right now in this fight.
Nietes is hard to hit even when you're in close quarters. He's still hard to land against.
But that's what I mean. That's where Reveco on paper wants to be, but Nietes is comfortable inside.
Stop with the bell, guys. Stop with the bell.
Carlos Reveco of Argentina landed 7 out of 53 fighters. The guy in the purple trunks, Donie Nietes, is a champion in the division. Hard left hook by Nietes. Follows it up with...
In order to establish his rhythm, is making bigger motions.
Yeah, that's Reveco's, that's his rhythm. That's how he see that. And he'll stick a jab out, slow down. He'll put a hook to the face or a jab to the stomach just to let Reveco know, I see what you're doing, and I'm not going to let you get revved up and get started. And but Reveco's doing the right thing right now. He's going to have to be willing to get hit, He's back and allows Nietes to snake charm him. He's all night long.
Right, and that's where, early on, I think it's you can't say it's unfair for the crowd to boo because the crowd feels how they feel. They paid their money. They're entitled to express themselves. But eventually in this fight, if it continues this way, you're right. Reveco, what he's doing, it's not working. It will be time to go to plan B.
Which he's been doing this round. He's had some more success.
That Reveco left hook is one of the best punches he's landed in the fight, but he had to eat 5 or 6 good punches.
With plan B oftentimes, it involves some selling out, and it can hasten the fighter's demise. In order to give themselves a chance to actually win, they have to increase the odds that they get stopped or get beaten badly.
Well, this is actually Reveco's plan B. Aggressive, and he likes to throw a lot of punches. He went against his own nature, which was to lay back and try to think with a master thinker, and that's where he went.
Sa round 6 si Reveco ay naging mas agresibo, habang si Nietes ay gumamit ng head and body movement para maiwasan ang mga suntok ni Reveco at nagpapakawala ng piling suntok para matipid ang kanyang lakas. Dahil medyo napapagod na ito, ngunit sa huling mga segundo ng round nakatikim ng tuklaw ni Nietes si Reveco at muntik nang hindi makabalik sa kanyang corner.
Here we see Nietes squat down, he's looking, short right hand, missed the left hook, but that right hand had Reveco out on his feet. He's out right now. And Nietes knows it, and he's coming back after this round.
Pagpasok ng round 7, kitang-kita pa din na mahina pa ang tuhod ni Reveco. At hindi pa nakaka-recover. Ngunit si Nietes ay hindi nagmamadali at naghihintay ng tamang tempo. At nung makatama ng isang malakas na kanan, iniretrat na niya ito hanggang sa bumagsak. Nakabangon pa nga si Reveco sa bilang na 6. Ngunit itinigil na ito ng referee dahil sumenyas na ang kanyang kampo.
And now somebody in the corner is waving a white flag, and intelligently so. What's the point?
That would have ended ugly.
Another look at the end.
So Nietes knows that Reveco's hurt, so now you start to see him put some power behind those punches. He commits more knowing that Reveco...
Thanks for watching. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and click the bell button.